it's me again. I'm back in the kitchen, and welcome back. It's been a while since I made a video, but I just wanted to wish you all a happy Father's Day, and I'm going to be making some penne alla vodka today. So come and take a look at the ingredients, and we'll get started. All right, guys, so we're going to start off with some pancetta. All right, this is about maybe, I don't know, about a half pound of pancetta. I have about 3 cloves of garlic crushed up here. There's about a very small onion. I didn't even use the whole onion. You can even dice it smaller or even omit it if you don't want it. This is about maybe a half a cup, a little more than a half a cup of grated locatelli. Of course, parsley for the garnish, but that's later. And this is a half a cup of vodka. You can use cheapy stuff because really the alcohol is burning off, so don't spend a lot of money on it. I have about a cup of heavy cream, heavy whipping cream. This is 1 can of San Marzano's tomatoes. Again, I always like the San Marzano's. You can use maybe puree if you don't want it chunky, or you could just use a crushed tomato, and you could even blend it up. If you want to use the San Marzano's and you don't like the chunks in it, throw it in the blender and get rid of the chunks. But I like it a little chunky. And of course we have some olive oil and some salt and pepper. And that's all the ingredients that you need. Okay, so let's go over to the stove and I'll start off showing you what to do first. All right, guys, so you're gonna start off with your hot pan, okay? Do like a medium heat, and you're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in here. Not too much, just a little bit, because the pancetta gives off a lot of oil. So you wanna have that flavor of that, so you don't wanna put too much oil, but you don't want it to stick, you know? So you're gonna throw this in, get it in your pan. You can hear it sizzling up a little bit. Now, don't put in your garlic yet, because you don't want that to burn. You're gonna put in your onion, all right? So you're gonna let this cook with the onion and the pancetta on here. You want this to get nice and crispy and brown. So you're gonna let this cook about maybe 5 to 10 minutes, you know. We'll come back and check on it in about 5 minutes. Again, don't add your garlic to this. You don't want burnt garlic. Now, let this saute a little bit. To this, you could also add a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, which I'm gonna do that right now. So we are at the stage now where you want to throw in your locatelli cheese, okay? So come close here and you're going to see, put the cheese in. This is actually going to give it a really good flavor, and it's going to thicken it up a little bit before you put your heavy cream in. So you want to get this all incorporated in there, all right? Make sure you get the sides, you know, and get that mixed in really well. Like I said, your pot of water is going to start to boil pretty soon. And once you have the cheese in, which I almost haven't done with this now, I'm going to throw in the heavy cream. And that's really going to give it a really nice flavor and thicken it up. So about a cup of heavy cream right here. It's going to make this a nice light pink sauce. Hey, I said sauce. I usually say gravy, but this is not gravy. This is actually sauce. Alla vodka sauce. All right, now, you want to get this all mixed up, and you're going to let this now boil and simmer for a good 10-15 more minutes. And while that's working itself, you know, through the pan here, while you're going to get this all nice, look at the flavor on that. Look at that. Look at the chunks of meat. So delicious. Now you're gonna, my kids are laughing at me. And so now my water is almost ready to boil. I'm gonna throw my macaroni in. I use penne. You can use anything you want, but you should use penne, you know? That's the right way to do it. And also with the pancetta, you can either use pancetta, you could use prosciutto, which I think a lot of people do, but I use the pancetta. And you're gonna make your macaroni al dente. Take it out at least 2 or 3 minutes before it's supposed to be ready, all right? And we'll see in a few. So I made the macaroni nice and al dente. I have the sauce that I just put on the counter here. I'm gonna spoon it into the macaroni and a little bit of parsley for the garnish. Okay, so what you wanna do is just put some on here. I like to leave a little extra sauce if you can do it on the side so you have a little extra. And you wanna mix this up. Of course, you wanna add more sauce as you need it, which we're gonna need more. Make sure you get some of those chunks of meat in there. And you can make it as dry as you want or as saucy as you want. Like I said, you can use prosciutto. I think my friend Mike, he told me he uses prosciutto, and I know that might even be the real way to do it. Who knows? But this is the way I do it. Oops, I lost one. Okay, now take a little bit of fresh parsley. This is just really for the look, you know? And that's it. So here it is. I hope you like it. Let's taste it. I'm gonna take a drop. Well, you can put a little extra grated cheese if you want, a little pepper, a little crushed pepper. There's some, a little everything on there, okay? Go. Delicious. I don't have any wine, but that's okay. Anyway, happy Father's Day. I hope everybody's enjoying their quarantine, and hopefully it's over soon. And enjoy it. And please subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys. See you later.